Whether you're a first-time home buyer or perhaps this is your 10th home or refinance, your real estate professionals have been busy at work making the closing process as smooth and simple as it can be. No doubt you've been working with your real estate professional, either a realtor, loan officer, or both. When you're ready to take the next step in either the purchase or refinance of your property, a title order will be sent to a settlement agent, closing agent, or closing attorney, a professional who is licensed to close your mortgage loan in your particular state. Upon receipt of the title order, the closing agent will enter the proper information into their computer system to open a file for your transaction. In a real estate purchase transaction, they will also review the purchase and sale agreement for title information. In some situations, they may also place any deposit or earnest money into an escrow account, where the funds will remain until the time of closing. The closing agent must then request a title examination from a trained title examiner, tax and other municipal lien information from the town or city in which the property is situated, and if requested by the lender, a plot plan or mortgage survey inspection for your property. The information obtained through the title examination and other sources enables the closing agent to prepare a title commitment. Based upon the information gathered through the title examination, as reflected on the title report, a title commitment is prepared. In most cases, the lender has specific conditions that must be satisfied before proceeding to closing. These requirements, along with any pertinent exclusions, are set forth on this commitment. Your settlement agent must now begin to assess and cure, if necessary, any adverse title issues raised in the title report. Now, this often involves working with those who will be directly responsible for curing the title defects. Address survey issues, if any. The closing agent must also order payoff information from the current mortgage holders and obtain updated tax information with interest per diem for past bills, if any. Your settlement agent now must put all this information together and begin creating the necessary documents for your upcoming closing. At this point, the agent or the attorney must obtain lender's authorization to close. They must confirm closing date, time, and place with all parties involved with the transaction. Prepare loan closing documents. Prepare seller's deed if applicable. They need to confirm broker's commissions, payments, and deposits. They'll need to prepare a HUD-1 closing statement and review it with the parties involved, if possible 24 hours before the closing. They need to advise the parties as to the things they'll need to bring to the closing, such as proper identification, a bank check for the buyers if there is a balance due after the mortgage loan proceeds are applied, smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector certification for sellers, among other possible documents requested by the lender or agreed upon by the parties. The time has finally arrived for your closing. The settlement agent is now checking to make sure that the mortgage proceeds have been received and deposited into their conveyancing escrow account, collecting buyer's bank check if applicable, preparing disbursement record and reconcile to conveyancing account, print disbursement checks, organize the closing file with all the documents needed for the closing, and finally close the loan. Sign and explain all the documents needed to conclude the transaction. After the closing, the settlement agent is still hard at work making sure that all your post-closing matters are taken care of. After the closing, the settlement agent or closing attorney will record the appropriate documents at the Registry of Deeds after doing an updated title rundown. Upon completion of the recording of the appropriate documents, the settlement agent or closing attorney will issue the various disbursements. They will release seller's net proceed, if applicable, send or wire the payoff funds to the prior lender, release broker's fee check if a balance is due, prepare title insurance policies with updated recording information, Return closing documents to the lender. And finally, send out title insurance documents to the title insurance company, the lender, and you, the owner, if you procured an owner's policy at the closing.